This is with totally no processing, entirely raw.
We could be everything you need. We could be everything you need. And you still say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all. Yeah, no, it's not my fault that I was.
So that's what the chain sounds like in context right now. Hi everyone, I'm Cam Becker. I'm a producer here in Nashville, worked with artists like Knox and Braden Bales, and today I'm here with Inside Blackbird to give you a little look at my vocal chain for the song It Wasn't Me by Ryan Nealon.
I could be the backseat fantasy in your mind, the kind you wanna keep, the take-home type that always gets the check and gives you bedroom highs all night. We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that deep.
So yeah, this song came about towards the beginning of 2025. Ryan Nealon's from California, so he was here for a week in Nashville working with friends. We ended up getting back together at a writing camp in Lake Tahoe in June, and that's when we had a chance to actually throw all the BGVs in and make it a whole thing. So yeah, I decided to use Ableton for this one, mostly because I personally like the way tracking feels in Ableton, for at least for vocals. You can just kind of hit R and it goes, and hit R and it stops, and there's no, like, you could just go, okay, new one, instead of having to wait a couple seconds for it to like restart or go back to the original point. Yeah, just the workflow's super smooth in it, and especially for this style of song, it's a little more digital, like electronic-y sounding. So Logic and Pro Tools are great DAWs, but they're definitely more mimicking a proper studio environment or like a mixing board type of feel, whereas Ableton feels like you're like programming it a little more as opposed to like interacting with like a actual physical thing. It's great for sound design, for getting really experimental with plugin chains. Really good workflow for tracking vocals or tracking anything really. You could just leave it on loop and then hit the button to start recording, hit the button to stop, and it doesn't stop the loop going. It's cool for building up production on the fly, kind of screwing with arrangement things. I've looked up to a lot of people who use Ableton, so I feel like it's like I gotta learn how to do that too. And so we've got, I'll just play a little bit first.
I could be the backseat fantasy in your mind, the kind you wanna keep, the take-home type that always gets the check and gives you bedroom highs all night. We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all. Yeah, no, it's not my fault that I was.
That's all I'm gonna give you. But cool, so that's what the chain sounds like in context right now. I will go ahead and take everything off and then show you what I've got going on here. All right, so this is with totally no processing, entirely raw.
We could be everything you need.
Well, I added reverb and stuff on the buses, but you get the gist.
We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all. Yeah, no, it's not my fault.
He's gonna hate me for exposing his non-tuned vocals. So yeah, already it's recorded very well. Really good mic. I think that was my ML1. Good levels, good room, good performances, good comps, all that stuff. So yeah, let's start making this exciting. So first of all, I'm noticing there is way too much low end going on.
We could be
So let's cut that a little bit. I've got it at 138. Nice smooth slope low cut.
We could be everything you need.
Just get those out of the way. And then I've got a gate doing a little bit.
We could be everything you need, and you still
just barely anything. And then I've got Slate's Metatune here.
We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that.
I do love this auto-tune because it's got the groups here. You can set so anytime you make an adjustment on one track, it automatically does that same thing to all the other tracks that it's on. So that's clutch. So after the auto-tune here,
Everything you need.
needs a little bit of compression going on, or really a lot. So I like to start with RVox just to get it at a good usable point.
We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that deep.
So that just brings it out a little more.
We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that deep.
All right, so after the little RVox, getting it a little evened out, we've got the OneVox noise plugin from Kit. What's cool about this is if you have the Inside Blackbird Creator plan, you already have this. So this is a new plugin, it's one of those like multiple things in one kind of thing. Got a little brightness knob over here.
We could be everything you need,
So you can
and
bring
you
it out.
still say,
Got a little reduce knob or redux knob here, which is basically just compression.
we could be everything you need.
Squash it.
And you still say, babe,
like
it's not that
somewhere
deep.
here. I don't
Not
know.
losing sleep, not at all. Yeah, no.
And then it's got a little de-esser in here just to help, because with a bunch of compression comes very harsh sibilances. So you can do 7K, 8K, or 9K in there, and then turn it up to down to taste.
We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that deep.
A little too much.
Not losing sleep, not at all.
That's good. And then you've got some extra effects in here like echo.
We could be everything you need, and
Got some reverb.
we could be everything you need.
In this case, though, I'm probably going to turn those way down because I've got bus effects doing those. But just so you know, you can do it in there. And then I've got a doubler going at the end here.
We could be everything you need.
Right about there.
And you still say, babe, it's not that deep.
But yeah, OneVox. All in one. There it is. And yeah, and then after that, I've got FabFilter Pro Q, of course, low cutting.
Just say, babe, it's not that deep.
A little bit of
Not losing sleep, not
200 to 300 is always an issue for me all the time, so I always like to tame that back a little bit. And yeah, I think that's good. That's the gist there.
We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all.
Yep, that's the vibe there. All right, well, while we're here with the OneVox open, let's just mess around and see if we can't get it sounding anything. I've got it dialed into a place where it works for the track, I think.
You still say, babe, it's not that deep.
But say it's like too sterile sounding or like too clean or whatever. I want to make it sound a little wonky. Let's go through FX only. What's in here? OTT synth squeeze. What's that gonna
You
do?
still say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all. Yeah, no, it's not my fault.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. Echo room.
You still say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all. Yeah, you still say, babe, it's not that deep. You still say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all.
I don't know. Let's see
You
what's going
still
on here.
say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all. Yeah, no, it's not my fault that
Man, there's all different types
You
of
still say, babe,
random
it's
echoes
not
going on.
deep. Not losing sleep, not at all.
Let's see what's going on with this. Ooh, distort. There
You
we
still
go.
say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all. Yeah, no, it's not my fault that I wasn't right. You still say, babe, it's not.
Okay, so that could be like an interesting layer if you were to add in like a shift at the end. Why not? Yeah.
You still say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all. Yeah, no, it's not my fault. We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that deep.
Like, I could see that being like a layer with the lead here. Hold on. EQ8. Interesting.
You still say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing sleep, not at all. Yeah, no, it's not. You still say, babe, it's not that.
Let me throw in one more thing here, which is Little Altar Boy. I can spell today, yeah. Alright, so let's say I wanted to make this warbly like a layer for the lead. I've got another lead up here I can mess with it too. Let's see.
We could be everything you.
So this is the other lead, dry,
We could be everything.
mixed with the noise one vox thing I'm messing with here.
We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that deep. Not losing.
Or I could,
We
whoop.
we could be everything you need, and you still.
Yeah, I don't know. You can definitely use this as not always just like a lead vocal plugin, but like getting weird stuff for layers.
We could be everything you need, and you still say, babe, it's not that deep.
All thanks to the distort and the reduce in here.
We could be.
I don't know. The possibilities are endless. So yeah, if you're already subscribed to the Inside Blackbird Creator Plan, you should have this already ready to go. So give it a try, get weird, see what happens. And go check out Ryan Nealon's new music, new album just came out. This song's on it. It Wasn't Me. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. I'm Cam Becker with Inside Blackbird.